and back to another video of Dead by Daylight. My name is Cubeproductions. Today we're using Skull Merchant, as always, using a no healing build to make the survivors suffer because survivors like to heal in 4 seconds, so now I'm going to make it take 40 seconds. The perks we're using today are one of my favorite perks, No Quarter. Basically what this perk does, if a survivor were to self-heal and they get to 75% of the self-healing, they will be hit with continuous skill checks that are going to be really hard to do. If they fail one of the skill checks or the healing is interrupted by any means, they become broken for 30 seconds. Keep in mind, Storm Merchant's power can also put you broken because you get cloud trapped and you can't heal. So if possible, we can basically make survivors become injured for the entire game. We have leverage, meaning if a survivor unhooks another survivor, the rescuer will automatically get a 50% debuff to healing and it will last for 30 seconds. So again, keeping everyone debuffed. We then have Score Trick Pain Resonance, very simple, we all know what this perk does. Hook a survivor for the first time, the gem with the most progress explodes, loses 20% if you hook them on a score trick. Then, to make our healing even more, I'm using Septic Touch, a perk you probably have never seen anyone use because this perk is completely trash and garbage. The way this perk works is very simple. Basically, if a survivor were to do the healing action in your terror radius, then they automatically become blinded and exhausted. But then, once they are done doing the healing action by any means, they become blinded and exhausted for a lingering 10 seconds. We also have Order Sonic Speaker to make it so you can scan survivors more often, and then we're using Powdered Glass, one of my least favorite add-ons to Skull Merchant, because why would you ever use this thing? But because we're doing an anti-healing build, I feel like it actually might be useful. Basically, if we hit a Cloud Trap survivor, they automatically become hemorrhaged and mangled. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I can read every single comment, and thank y'all for all the lovely comments y'all been leaving on my videos. I really appreciate it. Please also make sure you join the Discord server. Link will be in the description, a place where you can chat with everyone, including me, and post your builds in there for future videos. Without further ado, let's get straight to the game, so I can show you how great Skull Merchant is. Okay, so for the first and only game of the video, we are playing on the game. Really interesting. So, let me give y'all some context on how this build and this game is going to go. So first, let's talk about Septic Touch. Like I mentioned in the intro of the video, Septic Touch is a perk where basically if a survivor were to do the healing action into your terror radius, they become blinded and exhausted. This perk is really good when people try and heal themselves like mid-chase, but the problem is it's also completely useless because no one ever does that anymore. Not to mention, like, no one uses self-care, and most people don't try and heal in your terror radius, and if they do, it's mainly like off the hook. So say for example, someone gets unhooked, the rescuer will heal the other survivor. But the problem is, because no one uses Septic Touch, I don't really understand how this perk works, to be completely honest. Also, I found Fang Mint, so that's her back. I don't really know how this perk works. Like, I don't know if it's... Let me know in the comments if you know the answer, because I have no idea. I don't know if it's like, oh, a survivor rescued another survivor off the hook. So the rescuer is healing the survivor who was just hooked. Does that mean the survivor who was just hooked becomes blinded and exhausted because they're my terror rate? Does that mean that the rescuer who's doing the healing is the one that gets blinded and exhausted? Or maybe it's both. I have no idea. I don't understand how this perk works. Keep in mind, this girl screamed for the first time and she got the double haste, which is kind of bad. When she's going to drop the pallet, most likely. She does. Break the god pallet and run away. I'm not going to try and chase her over there because I don't have time to. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. I don't really even know how Septic Touch works. Another reason why I hate Septic Touch is because you, in my opinion, get like no value from it because it's impossible to tell when you're actually when it's actually working. And I don't like, that's the reason why I don't use it. I like the effect of Septic Touch. I just don't like the fact that I can never tell when it's working and when it's not working. So I keep finding all these survivors and I want to try and chase them all, but the problem is I'm playing on the game and the game has 85 billion pallets. So I realized that I need to chase a survivor where I can actually get a clean hit while having to run them for 85 billion minutes. Because in case you don't know, basically this map is notorious for being the best pallets in the universe because 75 billion pallets and it just like never ends. So keep in mind, this girl screamed the first time. The first time she screamed, she got what's it called, the double haste. So that because of that reason, she was able to make it to the god pallet without getting hit. This time she screamed, and I believe she got the I don't remember. I think this nothing happened, I believe. There we go. This guy's, I'm gonna go save her. I'm like, why? I'm at 4 gens. Why are you body blocking? Now I'm at 3 gens. Why are you body blocking? So these are how my games go with Skull Merchant. Like I literally just don't ever win. To be fair, well, that's true. I win a lot of my Skull Merchant games. Oh, this guy's oblivious, so I'm gonna slice his back. My Skull Merchant games are really weird. Like I have really good Skull Merchant games, but lately I've been having the worst games ever. It's not because like I lack the skill. It's literally because these survivors just do gens so much faster than I can actually beat them. Now right here, I did play kind of badly. I don't know why I'm doing this, to be completely honest. I didn't really feel like breaking the ballot. I was being stubborn, but that's why. So I knew I could hit him eventually. But it is really hard because it's like these survivors are doing gens so quickly that there's nothing I can do about it. And because, you know, in my videos I try and change my build each game, well, each video, I don't feel like using the same build. I feel like y'all be kind of bored if I just kept using like the same gens. Now keep in mind, everyone is injured, so our build is working, making it harder for them to heal because of the fact that like if they go for the unhook, they're going to if they go for the unhook, they're gonna have leverage. If they decide to heal and not terror ready, they become blinded and exhausted. So it's really useful. The problem is the fact that we just don't know when Septic Touch is gonna really work. And like I said before, they don't really caring about being injured. They care about doing gens, so they're gonna do gens, and that's the main issue I have. So of course, if I was using a full gen defense build, it wouldn't really matter. I was gonna got off guard. I missed because I'm bad at the game, and he gets stuck on the wall, so he dies. And I gotta kick this gen or I lose because this is at like 98%. There we go. But no, it's just like that's how my games have been going. Now, of course, I'm sorry. I'm gonna start doing it sadly, but I'm gonna start posting more videos where I might be using the same builds in a lot of videos. I'm so sorry. I know y'all probably don't even really care to be honest, but for me, it's like I'm not gonna say I pride myself, but like I pride myself on being able to come up with new, interesting builds that I like. That first thing work, and actually work. Well, first thing they work with Skull Merchant, and they actually are not gonna get like completely destroyed. But as you can see, I'm already at 3 gens. So I'm already at 2 gens, I mean. So because of that reason, I'm getting a blood rate. Now I did not play perfectly at the beginning of the game, but to be completely honest, I didn't want to play like that because like as you can see, that girl just went past 1 pallet. She better go to a god pallet that I can't beat comes from Merchant. And then yeah. Now part of me could have just chased her. And if I do chase her, I will end up getting a lot of the pallets broken. But I'm not using a pallet shredding build, so it will take too long to chase the survivor. So right here, I'm gonna go after somebody who's going for the rescue, but no one's trying to go for the rescue surprisingly. But then once I leave, they will her rescue. So I'm like, dang it. Now I do have leverage, so it's gonna probably take like 35 seconds to heal. But they actually didn't even heal, so I was like, whoa, okay. So as you can see, there is the ace. I'm going after him, and also there's the guy who just got unhooked. Now I could tunnel because of the fact that I need to kind of tunnel honestly, but I'm not going to because of the fact that I actually want to get pressure on these generators. Because I have a 3 gen right now, not because I was trying to get a 3 gen, but because of the fact that the survivor just so happened to 3 gen. So right here, surprisingly, the survivor just did not pay attention. So I'm gonna just grab him, and I'm going to hook him. And luckily there's no Decided Strike, and we're gonna hook one a Scourge Hook because I haven't used any of my Scourge Hooks yet because I've literally gotten like no chases. Screams for his life, I like it. And then we're gonna put him on that hook, and we're going to go towards the generators again because again we have a 3 gen that we kind of have to keep. We're gonna lose the game. This generator has like the most progress on it, and as you can see, this girl is like, I'm gonna do the gen. So as you can see, she screams twice, so I know she's not exposed. I believe the way the screen works is you scream once. And you scream and 4 things happen. Well, no, you scream and then you get a speed buff, and then 4 different things happen. You either scream a second time, like she did it right there, get an item if you didn't already have an item, or maybe upgrade your item, something like that. And then yeah, you get an item, and you drop your other item. You get the speed buff twice, or you end up actually what's it called? Getting exposed. She hasn't been exposed yet, so I know the next time I see her, she'll be exposed. Make sure you think about little small stuff like that. Also, I should have gone, honestly, after the Twitch streamer, because he's dead on hook, and I kind of need to kill somebody. But for some strange reason, I chose to be nice and not do that. Now, in my opinion, if you're in a situation like this, you should have definitely gone for the kill. And I don't want to be that guy. Also, keep in mind, we just got our no quarter to work. That girl's injured, and also she's broken. She can't heal. And keep in mind, if she's mangled too, she also loses all the progress on her healing. So it goes back down to 0 if she's mangled. This guy is like, I want to do this generator. I do not care about my safety. And he has sprint burst. So I expected him to like try and stay at the pallet, but no, he just holds W. Now, I'm pretty sure that girl just got, she was literally injured and broken thanks to no quarter. Then she just got claw trapped, which made her broken again. So basically, she can't heal for a total of 1 minute and 25 seconds, 1 minute and 15 seconds, which is insane when this build works that way. I actually really like no quarter a lot. I think it's a really good perk. The only thing I hate about it is it's kind of one of those perks where it's like I have no control over it. It's all up to the survivor. So that kind of sucks. So they're going for the unhook. Everyone's injured, so all I have to do is hit them one time. But it's kind of hard because of the fact that I don't have Fearmonger or Mindbreaker, so I can't like keep them injured. Oh, sorry, keep them exhausted when they touch generators. So right here, this girl's like, I have borrow time, so I'm gonna do. I have all the record, so I'm gonna just use that and protect my teammate. And I'm like, yay, we love when that happens. That's how, you know, that's how those perks work. I hate off the record. I don't know. I like off the record when you're using it because you're getting tunnel, but I hate off the record when you're using it so you can go for a flashlight save or so you can body block somebody else. That's just not how that perk is supposed to be designed. But there's nothing they can do about it because behavior. But I'd rather deal with off the record than deal with the side strike. To be completely honest. Because off the record, it's like, okay, all that guy's Cloud Trap now. And there he is to my left, but I don't. But I was like, I would rather go after the guy who's dead on hook. So I'm going to go after him instead. The problem is I definitely saw somebody here. I'm expecting them to go for the pallet save, so I want to be a little prepared. And I see some blood on the ground, so I'm like, pallet save? Oh, there's some right here. So I'm going to go to this girl, get her off the gen. Because the thing is, even though, yes, I could have killed that guy, also, she screamed twice. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's not exposed yet. Huh, interesting. I thought she'd be exposed by now. But anyway, I expected... I should have probably gone after the guy who's on the ground. But the reason why I didn't do it, because he's like, you know, he's dead on hook. I just wanted to get his girl off the gen. I can't afford to lose my 3 gens. Which is kind of sad. Because the way the survivors play, they did all the gens in like 4 seconds. That it's kind of like, if I don't protect these generators, I lose the game. And we can't have that. So right here, I'm going to try my hardest to make sure these generators are progressing. I don't have any gen perks. All I have is Gore Trick Pin Resident. The problem is my luck is trash, and I ended up not actually getting those Gore Trick locations. Luckily for me, I did end up finding the, what's it called, person. The problem is, I don't understand how he had endurance. Like, I don't quite understand. This guy's gonna go in the locker for some strange reason. So I expect a Decide Strike or something. I was wrong. I don't think I even hooked him, honestly. So we're gonna hook him. And keep in mind, we went from getting obliterated to doing really well because of the fact that we're keeping everyone injured. And it takes them so long to heal that they want to do the generators while they're injured. Which means that if we catch them off guard, which is not that hard to do because Skull Merchant, we win the game. Now, as you can see, I ignored that girl, but I'm not trying to fight against that pallet. I don't have time to waste. I need to spend all my time and energy finding the injured survivors and making sure they get off gens. But because she decided to go back for the unhook, I'm like, okay, that's fine. But the problem is she's exposed, I think. So, never mind, she's not exposed. Wow, okay. I'm just wrong. Like, apparently, I don't know how that perk works. I thought you get exposed. I thought, like, the way it worked, you screamed, and 1 of 4 things happens. And then, literally, every time you do it, you only get 1 of the 4 things, and then it re-rolls. I thought it's already been all 4 things. So I thought she'd been exposed by now, but apparently not. That's fine. So right here, I'm gonna try and get this guy to be injured and dead on hook. Because what's it called? The anti-hook timer thingy won't go up because of the fact that I am right next to the hook and there's a girl on the ground. So right here, he only can go for the unhook 3 times. So now I'm gonna hit him, but I hit him too late, so he ends up going for the unhook perfectly. So I'm like, great. And this guy has sprint burst, so he's done. Now I'm gonna hook this girl instead. And I'm like, I can hook you in a score trick now, so I can actually have score trick value. Because my score tricks are all on this side of the map for some reason. And in really bad spots. I don't know why I got this terrible RNG, to be completely honest. The that girl's gonna keep screaming, so I'm like, great. Also, I'm an idiot. I'm so stupid. Sorry, guys. Not for bad. Also, they did one of the gens, by the way, so now my 3 gens gone. So I've been, you know the perk Scene Partner. Scene Partner is a perk where basically if a survivor sees the killer, they scream automatically, and then they will keep screaming, and they can see my aura, and they'll keep screaming every 20% chance, basically. I keep getting Scene Partner mixed up with that one perk that she's using. That perk right there. There we go. That one. Now she's exposed. Die. There we go. I keep getting Scene Partner mixed up with that perk. That perk is the one where I told you all about. Where basically, you go knees high, and then 1 of 4 things happens. I've been getting the perks mixed up. Basically, you either retain the speed buff twice, nothing happens, and then you scream and nothing happens, your item gets upgraded, or you get exposed. And she got exposed. So, yeah. And you get exhausted, of course, but you get exposed too. So right here, I thought I should get the hit right here, but she actually is smarter than me, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is a terrible drone. So I'm gonna put a drone right here so I can get a speed buff slightly. And I somehow miss. I don't know how, honestly. And he points at me, I'm like, okay, sir. And I realized, why is the Twitch streamer who's about to die pointing at me? Lost the pallet. Easy down. Okay. Thank you for pointing and dying. So he's gonna get murdered. I know he's dead on hook because he's dead on hook. Goodbye, sir. Could have killed you 4 minutes ago, but I chose to keep you alive because I would like to be nice. But I regret it, actually, because now my 3 gens gone. Basically, now I have to pray that they don't do the generator inside of the bathroom, and we're good. These gens had no progress, so I decided I need to check the bathroom gen. But then I see them healing over here, so I'm like, oh, I know where to go. And keep in mind, the one that goes injured, so I'm trying to catch her off guard. I do catch her off guard, but like usual, God pallet. So I have to wait my turn. And then I'm like, I'm gonna go try and go this way and catch her off guard by becoming untouchable. She won't know where I'm coming from. So then this girl, Feng Min's like, actually, I'm gonna go right here. So I'm like, okay. So instead I go out to Feng Min, which I kind of regret doing this because they could be doing the generator in the bathroom, but I don't think they were. I didn't hear any progress on it. So 2 of them are injured. Ace is the only one that's not injured, but I don't know where Ace is. So I'm kind of worried. And then right here, I look and I'm like, wait a minute. I see scratch marks. I don't get a speed buff because I'm bad. She dropped the pallet. But I'm better, so I win. Now, she's dead on hook, which makes me really happy. So, anti-healing build is actually working. Surprisingly, really well. Her quote on this hook. I already used my score trick with her, so it's kind of sad, but whatever. But yes. I like this build a lot, actually. I'm not gonna lie. This build is really interesting. I like it because I use the perk Septic Touch, and I think it might be getting value out of it. The only issue I have is I can't tell which survivor is the one that gets Septic Touch on it or not. I don't really know, but it's fine. The only way you get Septic Touch value is if you actually pay attention and use your eyes and see someone healing. That's the only way. But the problem is most of the time that's not gonna happen. No, I'm not sure. For example, I put down a drone, and then survivors are healing because of the fact that I'm untouchable. I put down my drone, then I become untouchable. That's a weird sentence. A weird word. Untouchable. So my terror radius plays like half a second. That half a second still counts as being a terror radius, so that probably counts towards what's it called, the survivor. Also, I didn't mean to swim right there. I meant to put that on a drone, but I pressed the wrong button. So right here, this girl is below me, so I'm thinking to myself, like, I should probably go down here and try and catch her off guard. But I didn't hear any scratch marks, but I mean, she's still right here. Yep, she is. She didn't drop the pallet, which means I should probably be able to catch her because of the fact that I didn't get a speed buff. But my drone missed. But I don't need a speed buff anyway because I can just slice her soul. And this girl is definitely dead on hook because everyone's on the last hook and they couldn't complete the last gens because of healing build. And then this guy's on the generator, the last one, and I ended up finding him, and now I know exactly where he is because he got off the gen. The drone hit him. I know where he is, and yeah. Now all I have to do is try and get him before he finds the hatch, which is easier said than done because the hatch can spawn anywhere on this map, to be completely honest. But I hear it, so I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I know what to do. Hatch closed, life is great. And then we're trying to go after him. So to be completely honest, this game went extremely well. No, this game went extremely badly, in my opinion. This game was terrible. But then, because of our anti-healing build, the survivors were unable to do the generators. So I'm gonna give it a drone right here, so I can put the drone right here in case he decides to use his pallet. He gets clutch up immediately. Then he bossed the pallet immediately because he's scared, and he dies. So now we murdered him, and it's time to kill him the old-fashioned way. By phasing through the world and then murdering him. Ah, delicious. And throw the body on the ground and scan that thing. Okie dokie, that was the game. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry I haven't been posting as consistently as usual. Like I said before at the beginning of the game, my games of Skull Merchant have been going so badly because, like, I'm not even bad at Skull Merchant. It's just getting gen rushed constantly and then having the 3 gen like this, like I did in this game, is terrible. Keep in mind, it's not even the first game, but brand new part. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of survivors have been bringing brand new parts in my games lately, and it's been really, really annoying. So another reason why I haven't been posting very consistently. But anyway, make sure you also join the Discord server. Link will be in the description. And if you enjoyed, make sure you let me know in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next video. Have a nice day.